had come into contact with that motor vehicle, that there was an individual still inside of it, a deceased individual?
Correct.
Okay. Do you see him there in the photograph, or at least his legs?
Yes.
The courtroom in Tampa was tense. Cameras flashed, reporters whispered, and at the center of it all sat Alicia Andrews, the young woman now branded as the face of one of Florida's most chilling murder cases. The moment prosecutors displayed the photo of Foolio's lifeless body, the entire courtroom froze. But what stunned everyone wasn't just the graphic image, it was Alicia's reaction. A smirk, a small, cold expression that sent shockwaves across the room and straight through the internet.
They coming out like the cats on Scarface. They coming out like man. They coming out. Ooh, they coming to get you, player. They coming to get you. They coming to get you. Oh man. Oh man, they blasting too. Oh man. Okay. Hold up, time out. So Foolio, if I'm not mistaken, is in this car right here. Let me rewind it. He's in this car right here, in the passenger side, and I mean they letting loose. Man. Oh, this is so. Oh man, this is bad. They trying to get up out of there. I mean, boom. This is the car he's in right here. I mean, he's shooting right at him. Oh man. Whew, I mean, they came out, man. They came out locked and loaded. I'm talking about military grade weapons that are all legal in the United States, by the way. I don't think they should be, but that's another story. That's another video. I mean, they blasted. By me talking, but man, you got to be a fool.
People online couldn't believe it. Within minutes, clips flooded TikTok and X. One comment read, "She knew exactly why she was there." Another person added, "Guilty, guilty, guilty." And she has no remorse. Premeditated unaliving. The smirk became a symbol, not just of the crime, but of the growing conversation about women being caught up in street beefs they claim not to understand. Alicia Andrews now stands accused of first-degree murder and conspiracy in the death of rapper Charles Jones, better known to the world as Foolio, a name that carried weight in Jacksonville's long, bloody gang rivalry. Prosecutors say this wasn't just a random shooting. It was the latest move in a deadly feud that's been tearing through Florida's streets since 2018. Foolio had gone to Tampa to celebrate his birthday in June 2024. It was supposed to be a night of joy, a small moment of peace for someone who had spent years dodging threats and gunfire. Instead, it ended in tragedy. Detectives say that's when Alicia and 4 others lured him to a location where the ambush unfolded. But Alicia's defense tells a very different story. Her attorney, Life Malcolm, stepped before the jury with confidence, outlining 6 key points that, in his words,
there are a few things that you should keep in mind throughout this trial. 1. On the weekend, Charles Jones was killed. Alicia Andrews was on a weekend trip with her boyfriend with only one agenda: to be with her boyfriend. 2. Alicia Andrews is not in a gang. 3. With the exception of her boyfriend, Alicia Andrews did not know any of those men in that group, and none of those men in that group knew Alicia Andrews. As a matter of fact, if there was some conspiracy, Alicia Andrews was not in the loop because she was not in the group. 4. Alicia Andrews is not a part of the drill rap culture, nor the drill rap scene. 5. Alicia Andrews did not have any physical evidence on any weapon displayed by the state. You would not find DNA, fingerprints, no physical evidence whatsoever linking Alicia Andrews to this case. 6. Alicia Andrews did not have a motive. In other words, there is no evidence whatsoever to support this case of conspiracy or first-degree murder against Alicia Andrews.
He reminded the court that Alicia was just on a weekend trip with her boyfriend. She wasn't in a gang. She didn't know the other men involved. There was no DNA, no fingerprints, and no weapon linking her to the shooting. According to Malcolm, if there was some conspiracy, Alicia wasn't in the loop because she wasn't in the group. He painted her as a bystander, a woman caught in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong man. He even claimed that Alicia had no motive whatsoever, but while the defense tried to humanize her, public opinion had already hardened. The crowd outside the courthouse chanted Foolio's name, holding posters that read, "Justice for Julio." Online, people weren't buying the defense's version. One person commented, "This lawyer sounds like a clown." Another added, "She knew exactly what was going on. Stop playing." Others had a different take, seeing her as another casualty of proximity. Someone dragged into a lifestyle she didn't live but couldn't escape. A viral thread on Reddit argued that Alicia was being made the scapegoat, the clean face of a darker, male-driven war. This has nothing to do with her finances and everything to do with his part as a parent, one user wrote, implying the blame fell heavier on the men she was with. Still, the facts remain cold. Prosecutors claim that Alicia played a role in planning Foolio's last night. Whether she realized it or not, text messages, call logs, and surveillance footage will tell the story piece by piece. And while her lawyer insists she's innocent, even he can't erase the image of that smirk, the same one now haunting every frame of this trial. As the days go on, the tension only grows. The state is reportedly preparing to show footage from the moments leading up to Foolio's death, material so graphic that the courtroom will likely be cleared for parts of it. Behind the scenes, Alicia's family has gone silent, and so has her boyfriend, Isaiah Chance, the man prosecutors say tied her directly to the conspirators. But this isn't just a murder trial, it's a battle over perception, a war between image and intent, between what we see and what the evidence proves. Because if Alicia is telling the truth, then she's simply the girlfriend who got caught in a hurricane of street politics. But if the prosecutors are right, then that smirk wasn't nervousness, it was confidence. The look of someone who thought she'd get away with murder. The internet remains divided. Some fans say they miss the old Foolio and the energy, the fire, the music that came straight from the streets. One person posted under a tribute video, "Hate to see this. The best Gates was the one cutting up with Drake a fine ass, but the best Foolio was the one smiling through the pain." Another wrote, "She will be going to prison for life. Should have taken the plea." Every update from the courtroom turns into viral content. Every gesture, every tear, every glance becomes a debate. Is Alicia Andrews a heartless manipulator, or just a pawn in a brutal game she never signed up to play? As this trial unfolds, one thing is certain: the world is watching. And that smirk, that single haunting moment frozen in time, might be what decides her fate, what decides her.
There are a few things that you should keep in mind throughout this trial. 1, on the weekend Charles Jones was killed, Alicia Andrews was on a weekend trip with her boyfriend with only one agenda: to be with her boyfriend. 2, Alicia Andrews is not in a gang. 3, with the exception of her boyfriend, Alicia Andrews did not know any of those men in that group, and none of those men in that group knew Alicia Andrews. As a matter of fact, if there was some conspiracy, Alicia Andrews was not in the loop because she was not in the group. 4, Alicia Andrews is not a part of the drill rap culture, nor the drill rap scene. 5, Alicia Andrews did not have any physical evidence on any weapon displayed by the state. You would not find DNA, fingerprints, no physical evidence whatsoever linking Alicia Andrews to this case. 6, Alicia Andrews did not have a motive. In other words, there is no evidence whatsoever to support this case of conspiracy or first-degree murder against Alicia Andrews.